Hey Stampers, Gaynor again, and I'm coming back with this cute little card. It's quite thick, but you can make yourself a nice envelope. I would hand deliver these, but if you're gonna, you may have to get a large letter stamp if you're in the UK. But this is the way this looks, but this is the way this opens. Oh, I'm gonna get it to come open, and it's on the side afterwards, but I've managed to pop in my other sentiments, and it's called a fan fold because it all just folds away just like this. I mean, I should have put it that way up really, but it doesn't really matter. I've added this flower I made on a video the other day showing my order. I found this one on the floor but I will cut another small one of those out but look, I've added the shadowing to my stamped image, which is my die cut image, and I'll show you how I did that in a minute. But isn't this a cute card? Oh, I love it. Well, the only 12 by 12 I had was cinnamon cider. Look how simple that's going to be to make. So this time I'm swapping up my designer series paper. I'm still using my gold layers, and I'm going to use some, I think it's called Bumblebee. Don't quote. I think so. But how cute is that? I mean, you can make yourself a little gift box. It's not too bad actually. It does fold pretty thin. You probably would get away with getting it through the letterbox, but I would just literally add the extra and use a large letter. That way you know the thickness is going through. And if you want it to definitely go through the post, don't add the dimensionals between each flower, so you can get a flatter. Maybe you could get that through in the post, but it's so simple to make. So I've got my piece of, I'm sure it's Bumblebee. I think it is, because it's only 12 by 12 in the old in colours that I've got left. So this is cut at 8.5 by 8.5. Gonna fetch my trimmer in. This is just so simple. Put your blade away because we're going to use the scoring tool. So, and she says it's so simple. So we're going to cut this. We're going to score this in half, which is 8.25. So in half. Then we're going to rotate it, and then cut this in half at score this in half. And then what we're going to do then is rotate it again, but we're going to go point to point. So pop your, I've got that in the track, and all the way down to the bottom, and then you're going to score all the way down from one side to the other, and then go back the other way, and then as if you're going to score down the other side, but only do to the center this time. So line it up in your track, come down to the center, and then we're just going to score that one. You can go right through, but because that panel's going to stay straight anyway. So let's fold. We've got fold. I fold. Then we're going to fold this way. So you want this panel really to be the bottom square that you don't go through, and then this one we can just fold it like that. We're going to actually do a like accordion style. Folding, folding, folding. Wait there, let me just get this out of the way for a second. I'll tell you what we're going to do first. Now we've got our we've got triangle, 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 square. So we're going to cut from the center down there. You can use your trimmer or you can use your scissors. It's entirely up to you. So put that back in its track, and we're going to take our, I'm going to come up to the 4.25. You don't really want to go any further than the corner and come down. Bang on the center, look. So 4.25 takes you bang to the center. You want to keep this piece straight. So let's just So let me just suss this out. Gaynor's gonna have to open her card out. It's only so I can check out which way I fold it. So it's mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain, valley. So it's like it reminds me of a napkin in a posh restaurant. So you can do each one of those separate, just to get a nice burnish on those. And then there. How cute. So this is how it's going to open up, and then you're going to have your flaps on these. Let me just open that. So we're going to collapse our card down. Let's get a little pencil. So this is the way the card is on the base. So this is the top here. Then you're going to fold this down right there. Yeah, and then you're going to pop one on there. That's the top. Fold that down, top, and then fold that one down. And if you want to keep your everything in the right direction, Gaynor just added them on. I'm going to put the top there so I can lay each piece. So this time when it opens out, I know the direction of my paper. You don't have to. You can just, if you want to keep everything straight, you can. Or you can literally add it how you want it. So when it's just that when you open it out, then it just looks straight, apart from that piece. So I managed to do it on my others, forgot to do it on the top. So that is so simple. So this is the easiest card you're ever going to make. Don't worry about these. You're going to cover them up. So I've decided to use some of my old designer series paper, which is the Fine Art Florals. Absolutely beautiful paper, and I've got loads of it left, and I'm not going to waste it. With this one I used the Simply Elegant and used the Cinnamon Cider, but I thought these colours would go better with my, I think that's Bumblebee anyway on there. Let's have a look. Flirty Flamingo, Night Navy, Pumpkin Pie. Oh, So Saffron. Oh, we are Bumblebee. Yay! So it does match. So I've already added a few of these beautiful pieces. So I want plain pattern, so it just breaks it up a little bit, and I've already added those, and I'm just going to use some of this little tape because it's cheap and it's the only one I can get to work. And it'll do for the video. Oh, look at that, go right up to the edges. Da, 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 da. So let's line this up, and I've literally, these are, the gold is 4 1/8 by 4 1/8, and the designer series paper is 4 by 4, giving me, you know me girls, you know I like a tiny border. So that is cute. I will glue these on this time. Oh, look at that. My blades come off. My scoring blade. There we go. Losing the bits, girls. So I'm going to have this as my top opening card. That is beautiful. This will be my second, my third, and my fourth. And the only reason I got a little piece in there is because my paper wasn't big enough. So what I did is I put a little strip. I might get a little strip actually, and just put it through the centre with some of these scraps that I've put in here. Joe, I might go a bit of that blue there. That is really cute, because there's a tiny little bit in there and on there. So I might add just a 1/4 of an inch. Let's do this. So this is 4 inches. I'm going to go for the paler side. And I'm just going to do 1/2 inch, which is the width of this. Maybe, let's have a look before we, oh, that's pretty, oh, look at that, it's long. Ah, 3 and, no, what's wrong? Aye, what's wrong with these then? There, oh, it's the designer series paper that's the silver card, the gold card even, it is 4 inches, the DSP's 3 and 7/8. That's why it wouldn't fit. So let's have a look now. It's just so when I put, oh, there we go, perfect. So when I put that little tab through there saying you are lovely, it's got a nice little background piece. So let's get, oh, but look at that with the pattern on it. I think that's cute. Or let's go with the pattern. Making sure we get it right to the end, because it does match that blue there. I'm just gonna eyeball this across the center. Oh, look how pretty that is. So let's use this anyway. Let's get these. So this is my top piece, and I'm gonna actually add that on there. Just beautiful. So let's add I haven't used this stuff in ages, but to save on the video, so I'll add a nice little border all the way in. You might find that this frays a little bit, and what I found was it didn't do any harm. Just buffer it to the top, just give it a little haircut, and the same down there. I'll do that, I think, when let me get all the other pieces on first. So you're going to fold this back, and then we're going to add this section. So like you're saying, you can put these arrows on, nobody's going to see them. And then decide which way. This isn't too bad because it's not pattern, it's just a pattern. Get that shrinking it down. So I'm just going to give these a little trim and edge because nobody's scoring's perfect. And then you're going to fold this, because they just fold, 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 and that's the top. And I'm going to keep my pattern running that way. And then my beautiful friend Gloria sent me some pictures of some cards she'd made. Absolutely beautiful. Stack and shuffle, or cut, stack and shuffle. So I'm going to have a go of those. So I might do some weird shapes, you never know. So let's align this up, giving myself a nice little border all the way around. Wouldn't this make a beautiful Mother's Day card when it's open? So we're going to flick this around. I know my pattern's upset. Well, no, it's not. That one's going a different way. But when it's all folded, maybe I should have done it that way. So now I'm just going to add this on here. And the only reason I'm using this is because I bought it the other day, because my others. So I'm going to have this again going this way. Making sure my border's just right. You don't have to layer, you can literally just add designer series paper. I'd already bought myself some gold papers, so I'm going to pop that to one side. I'm going to fetch in my stamp set. So I've already cut this. I'm going to stamp on this. I'm going to die cut this out. Then we are going to add a silhouette background, and I'm going to then die cut this flower out of here, and then I'm going to silhouette background that as well. So let's fetch the stamp set, the little die cutting machine in. So I'm going to add that on there. It does fit perfectly, and I'm going to run this through. But I was thinking, how could I literally, I wanted a background, so, and I was like, because all these letters are separate, and I wanted a silhouette, because it's nothing nicer than having a silhouette. You can keep these and maybe add that to a background and then keep the inner letters. You could have done, I could have done that. That would actually make a separate card, so keep those bits and just inject them back in, and then you've got yourself a negative one as well. But what I did, just pop that to one side, I'll keep that for another video actually. What I did, I literally popped my die on some black silhouette cardstock and literally just drew around it. Well, I know the words are going to fit in there, see? And that is how I got that silhouette. And just carry on. You can get a nice fine tip pencil. I'm just showing you for the video. And then what I did, I just literally fussy cut that out. I mean, if you've got a scan and cut, that'll pick up pencil on a background. Look at that. I don't know why it always looks dark over my camera. There. Can you see that now? So fussy cut that out. Let me just grab my stamp set. It's here. Put my die away. Where's my other little die? There it is. And now I'm going to run. So I need to keep those letters. We're going to, and there is the one I fussy cut out by hand. Still got the pencil on, but we'll rub that out in a second. You can even put your lettering on if you want to use it as a guide. It's nothing to take that off. You could even go round that edge with a white gel pen after you've put your letters on. I'll show you in a minute. I'll see if I can do it. Let me just scrape. There we go. I even want to keep those little letters that come out, so I'm keeping them for my opposite. The reason I'm using this glow is because I don't want to ruin your beautiful one you gave me. Right, this is going back in. Oh, my paper's a little bit too wide. Let's cut some of that off. Let's see if that works. So I want to get some of those cute little flowers, so I'm going to place that about there, still giving me a little bit of green as well. Come on. There we go. And we've all got black cardstock. So there's that flower. There's my die cut. Get rid of these bits. Put little machine away. Oh, I might keep that strip actually. You never know, I might add something in there. But yeah, just sit and fussy cut that out, which is where I got this piece from, which is in there. Cut out of there. Perfect. I'm dropping everything tonight, ladies. Oh, I've just found a piece of design series paper on the floor as well. So this one then, I'm going to back onto here and fussy cut that out as well. It's just some imagery and just to give my card that little pop. So the only reason I'm using this is because I don't want to get glue all over the tip. Because my friend Gloria sent me a beautiful pokey tool. So I'm just using the old one for this. Right, let's get these now. I'm going to pop out the bits. I need the word just, and I need, there it is. That's the most important. That is the I for the just. And you can just literally see where these go. So I've got my little dot. That's what I used my pokey tool for. My old one, there is it there. Just so I can rummage that up. I can't zoom in. I've forgotten how to zoom in. Wait there, let me see if it'll do it. Oh, hey up. Gaynor's remembered. So that's the I for the jet. This is Y, so I can scrape all these bits out. Just add in. You could add double-sided tape before you die cut it out. It's entirely up to you. But if I worked from the T, because it fits in there. Oh no, it's in that one. I thought it was going a bit low then. It didn't work out. I'm just going to pull that down a wee bit. Oh, look at that. And then you've got the silhouette. Isn't that cute? And then we want the want, which fits just inside. Look at the shape of that there to go in there. And that huggles right in there. In the word there. I worked with the letter T backwards. If you wanted to add your sticky tape, do double-sided tape on the back, then run it through the die machine, you can. Just want, oh, and then we use the 2. So cute. And look, it's even got a little bump out here for the 2. You could actually add this and then fussy cut, but at least with the die, you know where to cut out. And you know with a pencil and ruler, you can rub out those images. And then there's the word say. So you can manipulate them in. And then just use your old pokey tool. It will dry clear, but I'm an impatient sod. So I'll keep those bits there for I might add a letter in. Make sure, look at my rubber. Oh, look at this. You got a dirty rubber, just use your glue eraser and you get a brand new clean rubber tip. And the thing is, you get the marks because you're actually going over black cardstock. So just take away your pencil marks. And again, if you get a dirty tip, take your rubber and you get a clean tip. And I'm going to zoom back out. Yay! So there is that beautiful lettering. How cute is that? So now I'm going to grab some dimensionals. And I'm just going to place these all the way around. I'm gonna overpack this one because it's going on such a nice card. Perfect. Let's remove our bits. But how cute is that? You could sit, if you were busy one afternoon, you could sit there and just fussy cut a load of these out. So when I put that on there now, because the card is open, it's gonna look really pretty. So I'm just gonna put that, I'm gonna come down a little bit because I want to add all those flowers. Then we're gonna stamp the word happy birthday. Then I'm gonna need, is that wide enough? Let me check out my dies. So I used this little label because I didn't want the two labels to be the same. So let's just see if that's wide enough. No, but I do have, this is why I keep my scraps, because you know you're going to get so much use out of them. So I'm just going to pop that on there. Add that up the top. Oh, I get another one or two out of there. And I like to stamp after I've die cut because it'll be straight. But then you can do it either way. It doesn't really make any odds. So there's my other little label. This is from the Something Fancy dies. So cute. I mean, I could have gone for something bigger. But I thought, I mean, I'm keeping that to make more labels. So let's just get rid of all this dust. Oh, actually, right, I'm going to, I've glued my little, yes, I've glued that on. So let's get this glue put away before it dries up on me. Let's fetch our ink in. And I'm going to put "You Are Lovely" through this strip here. Oh, beautiful. And I like the fact they're photopolymer because you can see right through them. And then my happy birthday one is going on this one, which is from this set. Perfect. Love that. So while they're off there drying for a minute, I'm going to grab some of my spare cinnamon bumblebee. I'm going to cut myself three of these flowers, and these flowers are from, I think it's Petal Park, so I want another small one because I found that other one on the floor. So I've got two of them, and I'm going to fetch some green when I can find it. Let me find my green. There we go. Oh, that's Bermuda Bay. That's not green. My shelf is under there. Oh, there we go. I'm just going to grab myself two little leaves. Whoops, a daisy. So I won't get rid of them. I'll keep them for something else. So there's my leaves. And I normally manipulate these on my foam board, but do you know I still can't find my styluses. Thank you, Carla. And my, what are they called, bowl tools. So I'm just going to use the big end of this just to give it a bit of definition. I'm not going to go crazy this time because we're going to try and keep this card pretty flat. I'm just going to give it a bit of definition. I can't remember what we used to use before. I wonder if you can use your bone folder. It's only to break down the fibres, but I think a ball tool's better, definitely. That's better. And I'm going to use dimensionals on these. So let's get it on the back. Just offset that a little bit. And I'm going to use a small one for this one. And I'm going to put a small one on this one. Peel that off. And I'm going to stack that on there. How cute! And I'm going to grab one more just to go underneath. I have got these gorgeous gemstones that I bought the other day. So I'm going to put that size because it just looks so cute. And that size in there as well. Love it. I do have some blue ones, but right, let's take that off there. Check my battery. Oh, it's going good. Let's get rid of those out the way. So again, I'm just gonna add a tiny little bit on my leaves. I might even go for another leaf, and I'm just going to stick that under there. I might go, oh, it's long enough. That is cute. We'll cut that out in a sec, and then I'm just going to take the back in. And I might just stick that there actually. That is so cute. And I might just go for the plain yellow one, depending. I might stick it on this one this time and have my happy birthday. So I've got a little strip down there I'm going to cut off. See if that's long enough. And I've got another little strip that way. Let me just cut that a little bit thinner. Oh, it's a little bit. Oh, actually, it's perfect fit. So I'm just going to have my happy birthday just in the centre this time. And I'm going to leave my little flower there. Then we're going to fussy cut this one out. Please bear with me. I know I'm a bit long-winded, but again, I'm not going to go absolutely crazy on the fussy cutting. Just going to make it look pretty. I'm not the best fussy cutter in the world, but I'm trying. Cut that off. I couldn't die cut another one out. I'd have had to have done two. And then set, oh mind you, I could have just cut it down the centre. Oh, but we'll live and learn. Just give that a rounding off. Perfect. And then just, oh, let there, a bit more fussy cutting just to do down there. And that's all I'm doing. And then I'm not adding dimensionals on this one. And I'm just going to place this. Oh, so am I going to cover them flowers? Do you know, I'm going to add this one on here this time. Maybe just through the centre. And then have our "You Are Lovely" just on that side, because I don't want to cover it up. I don't want to cover them flowers up. I never thought about that when I added my designer series paper. Ah, live and learn, girls, live and learn. Just add them on. It says nice things. And then I'm just going to put, just to say happy birthday, you are lovely. And I'm just going to pop that up there. I mean, you can still write a little message there. The card is paid enough for you to write on the back even. Or you could add a white panel on the back and just write your message there. Now we've got these little green flowers. Oh, shall I add a couple on there? Let's have a look. Might as well I've got them, so let's use them, as they say. So pokey tool again. Little, just to manipulate the flowers a little bit. You don't have to be this long-winded about it if you don't want to. I just making it up as going along. Let's add these little gems in here. Oh, that's too small. No, we want a bigger one. Definitely want a bigger one. Let's see if that nice big one. Oh, that's quite pretty actually. There we go. Oh, for 99 pence. Somebody asked me on a video the other day, what's a pound? I thought it was really mega cute because this lady's from, I think, New Zealand. Oh, but she made me laugh so much, bless her. I love it. It's my fault. It's a lingo. It's a £1 English pound. So I'm just going to add another one there. That is too cute. And I'm just going to add my other little one. Where am I going to add this? Oh, I wish I'd have swapped them over, but there we go. I'm going to pop that there. But how cute is that card? I love it. And it folds. Absolutely beautiful. But if you want your card to be the right way up, look, see what I mean about the corner spraying? Just give that a little haircut, and I'm literally just tidying it up. Little nick there. But you could add those panels so it looks straight when you open, or you could open it, add your panel the way you want to, add your panel the way you want to, and add your panel the way you want to. But it doesn't matter, once you give somebody that card, once they spin that open, it'll all be laying perfect. Isn't that beautiful? It's called a fun fan fold card. Hello. I've seen a couple of ladies make them. Lisa Curcio, and I can't remember the other lady's name. I do apologise. Oh crap, I can't think. But yeah, I watched a few ladies make this, and I just thought, how cute. The girls will love it, so I'm going to give it a go. So I'm going to cut this up because I'm going to save that for more leaves. You know what they say, waste not, want not. They're going to go in my silhouette paper. So I'm going to add that on there. Glue that on with a nice little border. Add my letters and cut that out. So you'll probably see that in another video. So till next time, love to you all. I hope you enjoy. There's the first one. There's the one we just made. There's the first one I made. And I hope you give them a go. Till next time. Bye.